Hello, and welcome to another edition of Between Two Owls. I'm your host, Tom Price, and with us today we have Dr. Eleni Anni from the Department of Biology. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for the invitation.
So where did you grow up?
In Greece, in Athens.
Alethea.
Really? Yes.
What part of Athens?
The area is just close to Acropolis, so the area is called Theseion, so it's the old city.
Yeah. I lived in Greece for a little while in Athens, so I have a real affinity for Greek culture. So I hope that's okay. So what kind of stuff did you do as a child? What were you interested in?
I was a bookish kid, and but when I had time in the summer, I would love to go to the beach. I love swimming, and as a kid, I was playing soccer.
Really? And which are you, Olympiacos or Panathinaikos or another team?
I was Panathinaikos.
Yes.
At that time, yes.
Awesome.
Green.
That's the Greek team that I support. So
good.
This is going great. I spent a little time near Platea Mavili, which is pretty close to where their stadium was. So, yeah.
Exactly.
So what position did you play?
I play not in the neighborhoods team, so I play any position that was open. But usually boys try to protect me, and I was not playing in the field. I was a goalkeeper.
And what did you go to the beaches outside of Athens or on the island?
As a kid, I would go, every Sunday to beaches near Athens, and then we will take a month of vacation also. And on my own, I would try to visit a different island every year, and we have 3,000 plus islands.
Yeah.
So probably you have been to islands that I have not yet been.
Awesome. And so where did you go for your undergraduate work?
University of Athens.
And were you interested in biology from the beginning?
No, not at all. My first love was I wanted to become an archaeologist.
Oh, wow.
It's natural because I used to play in the Roman Agora, in Acropolis.
Yep.
Near Acropolis, so it was natural. And I was learning ancient Greek and studying a lot, and it came easy. And I love etymology and things like that. So the idea was that every time that I will go to job, it will be a different site and a different dig, so it would not be boring. That's what I was afraid most of all, to get a boring job.
So what happened at university that made you change to biology?
I did not change to biology. My next topic was to architecture.
Wow.
So for the same reason, because I started taking architectural design. Yes, because I like very much design, architectural design, and that's what I was learning in high school.
So how did you get to biology?
I thought that when I took biology, and this was in the last year, I believe, of high school, we started doing some experiments, genetics, and I was fascinated by this. So this was my third choice. So I moved from 2 A's, archaeology and architecture, to a B,
to the B.
biology.
It's progression, yep.
Yeah, so it was not a straight line, but I have never regretted it.
And so then what happened?
Then I got to, we have to pass entrance exams to get to the university. It's a selective system. And so I got into the university, and the second year, I was approached by a professor, and he asked me if I would like to volunteer and work in his lab doing research, because we are supposed to do 2 semesters of research in our senior year.
Mm.
And so I started early in the sophomore year, and I love this teamwork. I was working with several graduate students, and for a while also I volunteered as a TA, teaching microscopy. So it was a very interesting environment to be. And I became a lab rat. So I was there anytime I did not have classes or labs, I would be in my own lab. That's what.
And then where did you go for your doctorate work?
So I stay in Greece. I got a scholarship from the Atomic Energy Commission, which had labs, advanced labs in biology, chemistry, and physics. And we had, so I did my research there in the Biology Institute. And it was in biochemistry.
And then what brought you to Temple?
Did not come directly to Temple. I came for a postdoc to the University of Athens, University of Pennsylvania, sorry.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And so I did a postdoc there at the Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics. So I learned biophysics. And from there, I got a fellowship, and I went to a place that I think many people would not expect me to be. I went to Japan.
Oh, wow.
So I lived there for 2 years. I had a scholarship to do more research in biophysics at the University of Kyoto.
Cool.
So, and I picked some Japanese there. So
cool.
Yeah. And then I came back and I got a faculty position at Thomas Jefferson University.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there for several years before I got kind of the itch, you know, to move to a full university. So I miss the interaction outside of a medical school, you know, to go to a concert or to go to, you know, even if it's a student concert, to go to a seminar in bioengineering across the street, or to go to talk in the library about stars and, you know, eclipse. So I miss that environment, and I miss teaching. Because I was doing research all along. I taught a little bit in graduate school. That's what I was teaching. So, but this is not the same like teaching undergraduate students.
So what do you like most about teaching Temple students? Or not most, what do you enjoy about teaching Temple students?
So they are quite open to any crazy ideas. I tell them that it's happening, and they are in awe about. I teach neuroscience, the neuroscience curriculum. So I teach students from mostly juniors and seniors, but also sophomores. And I am with them. I teach 4 or 5 courses. So I have students that have taken all the courses, all the electives besides the core courses that I know pretty well.
Great, awesome.
So I'm their mom at Temple. That's what they call me, because they feel quite comfortable coming into my office pre-COVID and ask me about anything.
So I want to shift gears a little bit and talk a little bit about what do you do outside of the classroom? So what do you like to do for fun?
I like museums, hiking, and of course swimming in good weather.
And what are you currently reading?
So I just finished a book about reductionism in art and brain science. So it's something that bridges the 2 fields that I'm interested in, brain science and art, and similar approaches. So it's a book about brain science that has a lot of art you
Yeah,
know,
that's cool.
our pictures.
And do you have like a Netflix or Amazon Prime or some video streaming system?
None.
None.
Yeah,
That's probably
I
good.
know. I'm an oddity. I'm an oddity. You know, I like to be either reading or being outdoors doing
Yeah, yeah.
things.
What are you most looking forward to post-pandemic environment?
I'm looking for the interaction, and you know, I'm thinking that automatically the first thing I'll do if I see an old student is to reach out,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and come closer to the student. And this is not something that I have to hold back. Huh?
yeah,
I have
yeah,
to be careful with this.
yeah,
But I'm looking at this clear interaction, looking at their face without filters, you know, and look at their emotional state. You cannot see these things always through Zoom.
yeah, right. What do you appreciate most in your friends?
Loyalty. It's important for me. I have friends since school, since
Hmm.
college, despite the fact that I have been in friends from college, despite the fact that I have been away for many years.
Hmm.
Doing things with friends, sharing good moments and not so good moments.
That's life, yeah. I'm going to do something right now called the rapid fire response. I'll give you 2 words and you just state your preference. Tea or coffee?
Coffee in winter, tea in the summer.
Morning or night?
Night when I don't have teaching, morning all the other time.
Dark or milk chocolate?
Um, milk.
Both.
Okay, let's say.
You can say both, that's fine.
Yeah, I like milk chocolate, but I try to eat healthy, so I eat dark chocolate
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Offense or defense?
Offense.
Dogs or cats?
Birds.
Half full or half empty?
Half full.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show today. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.